everyone, and welcome to the Impact Play. We are your weekly source for the latest news, updates, discussions, and debates that brings us out beyond than just gaming. We're not only blurring the lines between gaming, entertainment, sports, and music. We're even amplifying those voices from those perspectives fields and having their stories told here on the Impact Play. Join us as we record the I'm sorry, I just started it. Join us as we record the show live over at twitch.tv/the Impact Play, and by clicking on that notification bell so you will be notified when we do go live, or later on YouTube, or even on your favorite podcast platform. Just simply search for the Impact Play. However you consume your content, wherever you consume it, we are there. Join us on Patreon, where silver recruits and above get the show ad-free. Gold recruits and above have exclusive access to not only the post-show, but they could even call in and be a part of the live show experience. Learn more at patreon.com/the Impact Play.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, you're definitely missing out. Give it a try. It's free and simple. Plus, you've got nothing to lose. You don't need the best equipment out there. All you need is your phone and something to talk about. There's even creation tools that allow you to not only record, but also edit your podcast, all within the app. Whatever your passion is, Anchor is the surefire way to not only start your podcast, but also distribute it across a multitude of platforms, including Spotify, Google and Apple Podcasts, and so much more. Download the free Anchor app or simply go to anchor.fm to get started.
I'm your host Mohammed, otherwise known as It's Yagu, and this is episode 105. On the agenda, we will be wrapping up E3, as well as sharing our thoughts and ratings. We have the main lineup for the Tribeca Film Festival. We are getting another Transformers film, the latest rankings of the NBA Finals. Cristiano Ronaldo has made history. Billboard and Samsung joined forces for 2021 Songs of the Summer chart. Polo G's latest hit, plus the top stories of the week. So, welcome to our very first segment of the show, where we discuss what we have been playing, what we have been enjoying, and essentially what we have been up to. Welcome, Jenny. Nice to see you, and welcome to the Impact Play. So, without further ado, I've been Rocket League is literally the only game I've been on. I haven't been on anything else this past week. And the latest bundle that they have is the Fast and Furious bundle. It's finally available now. I will hopefully be sharing that later on tonight or later on today. If you guys want to tune in for that, be sure to give us a follow at twitch.tv/the Impact Play. And by clicking on that notification bell, so that will help us a ton more than you know. And what I've been up to in regards to shows and movies, I will be watching Fast 9 next weekend. No spoilers, please. This is a spoiler-free episode. Let's see. I'm watching the latest episode of The Bad Batch on Disney Plus, and I also watched the first 2 episodes of Loki as well. And I will be discuss more on that on the post show. So if you guys wanna be able to access that and be a part of the Impact Play, go to patreon.com/the Impact Play. I guess that's about all I've been up to. I won't mention one thing though. I was at Access Replay yesterday actually. I was just recording, so last night they had a Juneteenth celebration presented by both Access Replay, iHeartRadio, and Red Bull, and it was a benefit for community as well as the HBCU Esports League, and there was live performances by Diamond, as well as guest appearance by Timothy Isaiah, Mystery, Ellie Amian, Renee Gardner, and more. But it was a tremendous showcase to not only highlight these amazing artists, but also to share a the most important message that we are not all we aren't free until we are all free. So if you guys want to check out that recap, go to twitch.tv/time the access replay. I'm sorry, just twitch.tv/access replay to learn more. But yeah, access replay has been amazing. They've been phenomenal, and I've been supporting them every step of the way. So without further ado, we're gonna hop into the news shortly. So stay tuned. Well, yeah, I just realized that my mic was muted. Thank you for that. I just realized, like, wait a minute, nothing's coming, no audio's coming out. But let's start. Well, we just started, so we didn't exactly miss much. So, we'll hop into the very first segment of the show. What we have been, actually, no, we discussed what we have been playing. I muted that afterwards. So, let's see, gaming. So there's gonna be a Sea of Thieves, a further look into the gameplay that is going on now. Let me see something. Give me a second. Let me look into this further. Yep. It's going on now.
Evil should be confronted. Hello there.
Guys, if you're interested, be sure to stay tuned. Next, Jeff Keighley's Game Fest also included a Day of the Dev celebration, where they pretty much, it's a celebration for any developers from all walks of life. So it highlighted 19 new game trailers, reveals announcements for indie games created by Double Fine and I Am 8-Bit. The showcase included brand new trailers and release windows for a number of games we've seen in other presentations, but which haven't had quite as bright as the spotlight before, such as Exium Verge 2, Garden Story, Last Stop, Moonglow Bay, Road 96, and Unbeatable. It included announcements of an upcoming Annapurna interactive showcase taking place on July 29th. So they all look pretty interesting, and I'm definitely excited for it, because indie games are definitely a underrated game genre. So now we're gonna go into this E3. Before we get into everything that was announced, from all these different developers and so on, I just want to say that this E3 was a little lackluster, but the true star of the showcase was Microsoft. They went all out with their Microsoft and Bethesda showcase, and the true star of that showcase was Game Pass. Literally, 27 out of the 30 games that was announced will be available on Game Pass day in day. So if you aren't a part of Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, you're definitely missing out. It has such tremendous value. So, without further ado, let's see. Nintendo was pretty decent. Ubisoft was okay. And I felt like every other showcase was just more news or more information on current games, which they could have done without an E3 showcase. They could have done their own thing, a blog post, what have you, a video. But it is what it is. Hopefully they learn next year. The E3 is supposed to showcase the best of their announcements and games and offerings. So, oh wow. Zelda capped off its E3 conference with their brand new trailer for Breath of the Wild and the news of the company's aiming for a 2022 debut for the title. We also got we're getting another Game & Watch, but a Zelda theme. We were getting a new Metroid game. Advanced Wars is returning with a remaster. Super Monkey Ball celebrates its 20th anniversary with a remastered collection coming soon. WarioWare, Mario Party Superstars lands later on this year. Cruise Blast and Fatal Frame ports are coming to the Switch, as well as the how do you pronounce this thing? Denga Danganronpa is coming later on this year. Okay. So Capcom, another one that only had updates for its current franchises, and I feel like with these updates, they just, even though they didn't really have much to show, it was just they kind of force squeezed something to show at E3, and like I said before, it isn't the right way to do it. If you don't have anything to show, no gameplay reveals and so on, there's no point. Just do a blog post, a video, whatever. Let's see. PC gaming show didn't really catch my eye. Square Enix. What did catch my eye was we're getting a Black Panther Wakanda a DLC for Avengers. Hopefully they make the game free to play, as well as a new Guardians of the Galaxy standalone game. So it is a story-driven title. And they could have gotten away with was doing this as a DLC for the Avengers. They could have easily done that. Hopefully they do that later on down the road. We'll see. A new Final Fantasy title is in the works with Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo. It's an action adventure that ties in the story of the very first Final Fantasy game. It is due for release on PC and both current and previous gen consoles. Coming soon, with no exact release date. Let's see. Like I said, we talked about Avengers, Bethesda, Starfield. Oh yeah, Starfield is launching November 11th, 2022. Literally, it looks. We did get a little teaser trailer, and it looks pretty decent. Hopefully, we'll get more later on. Hopefully, by the end of the year, we'll get more information about Starfield, but it was definitely something. It's a brand new IP from Bethesda. So, Sea of Thieves, like I said earlier, Pirates of the Caribbean is getting a crossover. Age of Empires 4 is launching October 28th. Arcane has revealed that they are working on Redfall. It's a single player immersive shooter that involves vampires. We'll see. And it is also an Xbox exclusive. We got our Forza Horizon 5. That looked great. Also, if you guys watched any of these showcases, the live streams didn't do it justice to watch this. Go back to these appropriate, like for instance Ubisoft's YouTube channel, Microsoft's YouTube channel, and so on, where you'll see the full HD version of these trailers and announcements. Like you'll get the full experience essentially. Like this live stream didn't do it justice at all. Microsoft Flight Simulator is finally landing on the Xbox Series consoles on July 27th. Obsidian revealed Outer Worlds 2, just the title. And as well as updates on Grounded. Diablo 2 Resurrected is coming to life September 23rd. Contraband from the developers behind Just Cause. We got our first look at Halo's Infinite multiplayer mode, and it is still slated for this holiday season. And also, if you watched the extended showcase, we got a more in-depth look at Halo Infinite multiplayer and so on, as well as the Design Labs is back for the newer controllers. In addition, we are getting a mini fridge that's slated for this holiday release. Hopefully, we get it soon. I'll add that to my little stream room. StarCraft 2 is coming April 28th. Back for Blood is also coming to Game Pass. Literally, almost all of these game announcements are coming to Game Pass. So literally, Game Pass won this showcase. And something I didn't know, I thought was already available on Game Pass, was Yakuza Like a Dragon, but apparently it wasn't. But now I have a reason to hop into it, to play around with it, and give my thoughts on that as well. Gearbox gave us a look of their upcoming projects, including the Borderlands spin-off, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, due early next year. Hopefully, we won't get any more delays, which game development still has game delays regardless. Godfall is also coming to the PS4 with a free PS5 upgrade, which is rare on the PlayStation platform. Homeworld's 3 was acknowledged and is slated for a release on Q4 of 2022, so by the end of next year. And we also got a backstage behind the scenes look at the Borderlands movie as well. Ubisoft unveiled their Mario and Rabbids sequel, Sparks of Hope. Rainbow Six Extraction is the official title of the renamed Rainbow Six Quarantine. We're getting a new Avatar game, Frontiers of Pandora. Riders Republic and Just Dance will be out on September 2nd and November 4th, respectively. And that's essentially it. Elder Ring is across generation and will launch in a couple of months, January of next year. But that's about it. There's otherwise Battlefield 2042. We already talked about that on last week's show. So I guess that's about it. But we're gonna go into more. We're gonna go into the Xbox's extended E3 showcase. So we got a behind the scenes trailer of Hellblade 2. You guys want to watch that? We're not gonna spoil that for anybody. We're just gonna talk about it essentially, but without spoilers essentially. 343 Industries breaks down the Halo Infinite multiplayer trailer. Of course, that was great. Forza Horizon 5's Mexico is the largest, most diverse open world Forza yet, which I'm definitely excited for. And like I said before, Xbox Design Labs is back. And the design director behind Battlefield 2042 discussed the game's new systems and modes. And we already talked about Pirates of the Caribbean, Sea of Thieves crossover. Psychonauts 2 got a deep dive with Tim Schafer. The Anacrus, it's the 4-player co-op shooter, was showcased. Stalker 2 was revealed. A Plague Tale Innocent. Oh, I was right. Next gen version has been announced on July 6th. Age of Empires 4 is getting 2 new factions and campaigns. And then we also got more details about Microsoft's Flight Simulator for the console version is getting a new Autoland feature, I guess you could say, or Autoflight. Hades is also coming to Game Pass. We got the breakdown of the trailer, Grounded, Shredders, and Scarlet Nexus as well. And a huge shout out and congratulations to Paris Lilly from Gamertag Radio, as well as Kind of Funny. He did such a tremendous job hosting this event, and it's not a win for not just for him, it's a win for the gaming industry as well as content creators alike to know that you work hard, you grind, opportunities will come flying towards you, but you do have to put in the work. Oops. And there we go. Right. So apparently, Cyberpunk 2077 will be returning to the PSN store on June 21st. after 6 months of it being removed. Of course, it's still going through its own issues and so on. Speaking of Sony, the new the PSVR 2 or new PSVR, however they're gonna call it, is launching next holiday season with an OLED display. It's literally the only thing. And it's going to exceed the 120 hertz for the company's next headset. But and Samsung is the rumored display provider for the headset, but that's about it. That's all we have. Thank you, Road to VR, for that information. Okay. And we have more information about Halo Infinite. It is getting permanent battle passes. So essentially, what this means is, instead of the, you guys are familiar with the current battle pass system, where every season you get to buy the battle pass, you get rewards and so on. But as each season progresses, you if you lose your progress towards the most recent battle pass, and you don't have access to purchase those battle passes again. But Halo Infinite is letting you access all battle passes, regardless if they expired or not, and you could progress those battle passes as well. So that's essentially it. That's exciting. It's a new take on it, but we'll see how that fares. So we got more screenshots of Halo Infinite maps, but we're not going to go into that because, like I said, we like to leave the spoiler free. And it actually looks pretty good. The trailer for Halo Infinite looked phenomenal. If you guys haven't watched it, I'm not gonna. If you're not, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's looking really good. So, Alan Wake Remastered has been listed on the Epic Game Store database. Who knows what this means? I know what this means, but hopefully this means that we're getting it soon. Because I played Alan Wake previously, and it's a phenomenal game. Scary, but phenomenal. Hopefully, with remastered, will be up to par with all the graphics and so on, and it'll look a lot better. And I'll definitely hop back into it if that's the case. Even though we didn't get any new information about Animal Crossing New Horizons on E3, we always get updates every season. So that's essentially what happened. That the president said, "Fear not, we're getting new updates," and so on. Facebook will be testing in-game in headset ads and Oculus games. So that's essentially it. They're gonna get feedback from both developers and the community. So hopefully this will only be just a simple test. This won't be a full-on inclusion. Because ads and gaming should not mix, because we are paying full price for a reason. We're not getting it for free. We're not paying a monthly service for it or what have you. Now I know EA tried this with NBA 2K. And if you guys are aware of this Xbox exclusive to Medium, well, it is being available. Is being made available to the PS5 this September. And I've got to mention this before. Life is Strange True Colors as well as the Remastered Collection are coming to the Nintendo Switch. Okay, so we're gonna hop into the entertainment play. Excuse me. Transformers star breaks down on the next movie, and Transformers has transformed, quote unquote. Anthony Ramos, the star of the In the Heights, will lead the next Transformers movie. He's seeing more. He seems more than ready to join the sci-fi universe. Essentially, we don't have any more details. All we're saying is that this is gonna be exciting, essentially. So I'm definitely excited for this. So there is a three-part special available now on Amazon Prime that features multi-award-winning artists including Millie Millie Eilish, her, and Kid Cody in an immersive musical experience. So this is like an entertainment and music hybrid. So I'll definitely gonna view this later on and give my thoughts on that as well. Let's see. So Charles Hunter's Rise of the Titans has we got a new trailer and will be coming to Netflix on July 21st. The Witcher: Night of the Wolf is a new animated series that is coming to Netflix as an exclusive. Does it say when? It doesn't say when. Yeah, it doesn't say when. All right. So my friend the Sun. Oh wow. So it's currently in development. Uh, it's about Mexican mythology. It's a pre-production essentially, and it looks like it's gonna be a Disney type movie. But yeah. Let's see. Luca. Speaking of Disney, Luca is available now on Disney Plus. If you guys haven't watched it already, let me know your thoughts on it. Because I've heard great things about it. The Flash director teases Sasha Kalel's Supergirl costume. So I'm definitely gonna show you guys this in a minute. So for all you audio listeners, you are missing out. So be sure if you guys don't have time to be a part of the live show recording, you can also view this later on today on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Impact Play. So that's essentially it. And we also got a tease of Barry Allen's new costume, the Flash. Right? The Manifest The Manifest has been canceled after 3 seasons at NBC. Okay. So we don't have to go into this because we kind of know what's going on. The Marvels is bringing in Parasite star Seo Jun to star in the upcoming Brie Larson led Captain Marvel sequel to the Marvels. We got a new trailer for Titans season 3, DC's Titans, if you guys weren't aware already. Black Widow's first reactions look great, and they are praising it. Quite literally. Let's see. The Tribeca Film Festival's main lineup: Catch the Fair One, God's Waiting Room, Mark, Mary, and some other people, The Novice, Poser, Queen of Glory. And this was for the narrative competition in the US. Now for the documentary competition: All These Sons, Ascension, Blind Ambition, Fathom, The Kids, Like a Rolling Stone, The Life and Times of Ben Forge Torres. On the Divide, The Scars of Ali Abulela. International Narrative Competition: All My Friends Hate Me, Brighten Forth, Do Not Hesitate, Roaring Twenties, Sod, Wildman. And now for the Spotlight Narrative: 12 Mighty Orphans, False Positive, How It Ends, India Sweets and Spices, Italian Studies, The Last Film Show, No Man of God, Werewolves Within, Spotlight Documentary. We have Aha the Movie, Burstain's Wall, Oh, so it is bitchin'. Okay, just making sure. The Sound and Fury of Rick James, The Choice of Weapons inspired by Gordon Parks, Lady Boss, the Jackie Collins story, LFG, The Lost Leonardo, The Price of Freedom, Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, Stockholm Syndrome. I could have sworn I read that one, or I watched it. Wolfgang, and then we have Viewpoints. We have 7 Days Accepted. As of yet, the beta test, Building a Bridge, The Conductor, The Death of My Two Fathers, The Justice of Bunny King, The Legend of the Underground, North by Current, Perfuma the Guardianes, Sisters on Track, Wuhai, and for midnight we have Shapeless, Ultrasound, We Need to do Something, Movies Plus. We have The Fathers of the Cyborgs, The Neutral Ground, The No Straight Lines, The Rise of Queer Comics, The One and Only Dick Gregory, Paper and Glue, a JR project, Reflection, A Walk with Water, Within. And now for the Tribeca Critics Week, we have Ailey, The Ballad of a White Cow, Raina Moreno, just a girl who decided to go for it. And for the 2000, no, we're not there. So let's see. So, okay. So for in-person minutes, we have a whole lot. Wow. So if you guys want to check this out, I'll put the deadline article back in chat for you guys to view it, if you guys are interested. So all the Disney Plus shows will now premiere on Wednesdays. I'm guessing Loki started the trend. Miss Marvel set photo has Ramala Khan suited up and ready to join the Marvels. I'm assuming this is. Oh, here it is. A few more. Oh, here it is. Okay. There we go. That's about it, folks. Tonight. What's her name? Charlotte Flair looks to become a 14-time women's champion when she versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Raw Women's title tonight. The Hitman's Bodyguard has nabbed the top spot on box office charts, debuting with $11.6 million from 3,331 US venues over the weekend. So now it's time for your sports play. So apparently, Brooklyn lost. I was shocked when I found out. So Milwaukee will be advancing, and then we'll see who wins from tonight when Philly versus Atlanta and the Clippers versus Phoenix to find out. Hold on. Yeah. So it's tied. Oh no no okay. Okay, the semifinals. Okay, so yeah, the Clippers beat Utah and Phoenix beat Denver. We already know about that. But yeah, now we just gotta wait for whoever's gonna face the Bucks tonight. And Kevin Durant is the only player to record more than 45 points, more than 15 rebounds, and more than 10 assists in an NBA playoff game. And speaking of records, Cristiano Ronaldo is now the top scoring men's player in Euros history. And Denmark's Christian Stable is stable after collapsing in the Euro 2020 game with Finland. So thank God for that. He's doing well. And now for the music play, folks. Billboard and Samsung joined forces for the 2021 Songs of the Summer chart. It will give Galaxy owners early access to the weekly chart. So that's essentially it, literally. Like Samsung owners have early access, and I'm both a Samsung owner and an iPhone owner. But I'm reverting back to being a primarily a Samsung owner. I'm just waiting for the full 30 to be announced sometime this summer. So, moving on. Polo G's Hall of Fame is this week's favorite new music. Also, he topped this week's new music poll. So his latest hit has topped the polls, essentially. So his third album brought in nearly 23% of the vote, beating out new music by Doja Cat, Need to Know, Lorda, Solar Power, Megan Thee Stallion, Thought Shit, as well as Migos, Culture 3. So his rap star has debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 earlier this year. It drew 53.6 million US streams and sold 5,300 downloads in its first week, ending April 15th. Rapstar also topped Billboard's streaming songs chart and earned the 22-year-old hip-hop star his first number 1 on the Hot R&B and hip-hop songs and Hot Rap Songs chart. Kendrick Lamar will hit the stage for his only announced live performance of 2021 on November 12th for the All-Star Days in Vegas Festival at the Las Vegas Festival grounds. That's essentially it. So we have Kendrick Lamar on Friday, Travis Scott on Saturday, as well as Lil Baby, Doja Cat, as well as a bunch of others. And the highlight for Sunday is Tyler, the Creator. Okay, and now for the last and final story. This is kind of a mashup between entertainment and music. So Chance the Rapper is making his upcoming concert film, Magnificent Coloring World, was a labor, quote unquote, of love. The concert film is out next month. Was shot in the middle of the artist's Magnificent Coloring World tour in 2016, following the release of his acclaimed mixtape coloring book. Following his Good America 2021 summer concert series performance on Friday, the award-winning artist spoke more about how the film came together and what makes it unique. It was an idea that came to me because I was playing so many shows that I kind of wanted to stitch it up and figure out a new stage design, he said. So I designed the stage that's literally 6 stages of bleachers for fans, and then populated each stage with set pieces or lighting, or choir or dancers to kind of countermentalize the different elements of my stage show, and a kind of have a focus per stage. It's a concert film that feels different than concert films. The way that it's hot, the way that the audio is engineered, the way that the concert moves in the narrative fashion is very unique. So I'm definitely excited for this once it comes out. So kudos to Chance for his upcoming music. Concert series, I guess you could say. So that we're gonna move on to reader mail. If you want to send us reader mail, here's how. We want to know your feedback, your thoughts, and if you have any questions that you may have for us by sending us reader mail on our Discord server, leaving a voice note over at anchor.fm/THEIMPACTPLAY, or even by sending us an email to readermail@theimpactplay.com. Who knows, it may even be featured on a future episode or even a special reader mail segment of the show. So thank you guys so much for making the Impact Play a part of your day. If you wish to join our community server over on Discord, be sure to enter exclamation Discord in chat now. And guys, we are trying to unlock subs over on Twitch and we need your help. Share the channel with your friends, your family, anyone who believe will benefit from the show. Help us level up the show to heights where we know where we can reach. We cannot do this without you. But keep in mind that we are working on bringing more guests on the show, more artists, game developers, and so on. But we cannot do this without you, and we need your help. Leave it and even if you can, leave us a review and register rating on your favorite platform. Thank you guys so much. Have a great one, and until next time.